Welcome to yet another edition of Good Evening Millionaire. Good evening, millionaires. $50. Hey, good evening, millionaires. Good evening, millionaires. Welcome to yet another edition of Good Evening Millionaire. My name is Alma Nantwi. We're gonna get started in just a little bit. I'm on. I don't know why this is taking. Okay. Okay, this is just getting silly. Hey, good evening, millionaires. Good evening, millionaires. I apologize for the delay. Apparently, my Wi-Fi wants to take its sweet little time. I don't know what's going on with it. But good evening, millionaire. Welcome to yet another edition of Good Evening Millionaire. My name is Alma Nantwi. I go by Alma the CPA, which stands for Certified Public Accountant. That's actually the highest level that you can achieve in the field of accountancy. Right, so I'm very, very proud of that. It's so funny, when I was studying for the exam, I said that once I passed, I was going to tell people that I am a CPA every single day. Like when I'm getting on the bus, the train, walking down the street, at the checkout, etc., etc. But, of course, I didn't do that. But, yes, I am a CPA. So kind of, sort of, right? Because now I go by Alma the CPA. So welcome to yet another edition of Good Evening Millionaires. Make sure that you guys share the broadcast. And you want to share this with as many people as possible, especially people that you know are looking for a financial change, a change in their financial lives. They're tired of making ends meet and living paycheck to paycheck, etc., and stuff like that. This video is for them. Okay, so you want to make sure you share it not only on your personal page, but you want to put it in different groups that you are in, as well as individuals that you have had conversations with that are looking for a financial change. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is pull up this trusty PDF file. Okay, so this is what we're going to go over today. So if you want this worksheet, you can go to wearemillionaireminded.com. Go to wearemillionaireminded.com and go to the freebie section, and you'll see this worksheet. Now, I'm going to have to get right into it because it's going to take a little bit of time, and I don't want to go past our time, right? So welcome, millionaire, and all that good stuff. So make sure that you guys give us a share and put in the comments, good evening, millionaires. Greet your fellow millionaires, okay? So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, and we're going to go ahead and get started on our 369 financial transformation. I did mention it this morning, or I don't know, yesterday. I didn't do the morning call this morning. I went over it yesterday. And just kind of said, so what we're going to talk about, basically, 369 is 3 days, 6 weeks, 9 months. Okay, we can totally transform your finances with this 369 financial transformation. So, give us a number 2 and a share. Put a number 2 in the comments and share the broadcast. Good evening, millionaires. So give us a number 2. So this 369 financial transformation is basically broken up into 2 objectives, 4 obstacles, and then 3 financial solutions, okay? So that's how we're going to break this down. We're going to go through our 2 objectives, our 4 obstacles, and then our 3 solutions. So what are our 2 objectives, okay? 2 objectives. Now, remember, you can download this worksheet from wearemillionaireminded.com. If somebody could put that in the comments for me, that would be awesome. It's right in the freebie section. So we all have 2 objectives when it comes to our life, right? And our 2 objectives are basically, we want to have enough money. Our current lifestyle is paid for by our labor. Okay, I'm putting this thing on all caps. Paid for by labor. So what does this mean? This means that you go to work every single day. This is taking care of your lifestyle. You know, your paycheck is covering your bills. Okay, so that's objective number A. So put in the comments 2A, right? And that's our current lifestyle is 2A, okay, which is paid for by our labor. Now 2B is our future lifestyle. So how can we pay for our future lifestyle? Our future lifestyle is going to come from our investments, okay? It comes from our investments. So now it may seem like, okay, that's easy enough. It comes from our investments. Absolutely. Right. But listen, here's the problem. The problem is we had 2 really big entities that tried to take care of this for us because we have difficulty making ends meet. A lot of us are living paycheck to paycheck. So it's kind of like, if you don't have enough money for today, how are you going to have enough money for 10 years from now? How are you going to have enough money for 15 years from now? You aren't even thinking about 15 years from now because you're so worried about today, right? So we had 2 really big entities that tried to come in and fix this for us, right? So the government, they tried to fix it. Bless their hearts, right? Yeah. Social Security. Okay. Social Security. Now, by the time you and I, and if you're around my age, right, or younger, we won't have any Social Security left, or very, very minimal. We'll have minimal to none Social Security, okay? So the government tried to fix it with Social Security, but what happened? They did not anticipate the baby boomers, right? Those babies were booming. That's my mom's generation. Love you, mommy, right? The baby boomers. So what happens is now it's too many people pulling from the pot. It's not enough money going in, and it's too many people getting paid from it. So it's not going to balance out, right? Just like anything, if you have more people taken out than that's putting in, it's not going to work, okay? Corporate America, they tried to come and do it, right? So they tried to come up with pensions, okay? Pensions. Where did it go? Oh, there we go. So corporate America tried to come up with pension plans and stuff like that. That didn't work either, because then what happened is that they had the pension set up and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, they had to keep contributing to the pension. They got to keep contributing to the pension. So then a lot of corporations were, listen, not to get too in detail, it didn't work. A lot of corporations were borrowing against the pension because they're like, we're having difficulty making ends meet. But guess what? These people are retiring for the next 30 years. Okay. So now they're dipping into the pension. So that didn't work. Or it was either that, or it was just too much. Like, all companies were different. It was also the case of it was just too much to keep up with, too much management and stuff like that. Right? So pensions didn't work. Now I'm here in Chicago. A lot of companies that used to have pensions no longer have pensions, and they just pay their employees a little bit more that can cover the amount of the pension. But what's going to happen with that? You're going to spend it, right? You aren't going to say like, oh, okay, so this is my salary, but 7% of my salary is really supposed to go towards my pension. So let me make sure that I deduct it. And, you know, people aren't going to do that. Okay, so let's move right along because we got to hurry up. We actually have a lot to cover. So now we're going to go ahead and get into the 4 obstacles. So if somebody could put in the comments for me 4 obstacles, that would be awesome. Obstacles or challenges, same thing. I'll put challenges because, you know, it's better to challenges, okay? 4 challenges or obstacles. So the first one we have, now somebody give me a 4A. The first one we have is inflation. Now the best place that you can see inflation is at the gas pump. Now we call inflation the silent income. A silent income killer? Why do we call it the silent income killer? Because it's very silent. It sneaks up on you. You don't really realize what's happening until it's already too late. You know, so for example, here in Chicago, like right now, premium gas is $4.29. I don't know what happened. It was just $3.99, right? I could have sworn it was $3.99, but before that, I don't even remember the prices before that. Why? Because it snuck up on me, okay? And it does that. You guys can notice it because now, you know, some people probably remember when it took like $1 to fill up their gas tank. Okay, now it's $4. So that's inflation, right? So B, give me a 4B in the comments. And welcome to the broadcast. If you're just not joining us, welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to the replay. You can get the worksheet, download the worksheet from wearemillionaireminded.com, and please make sure that you still participate, even if you are on the replay. Okay, so B is taxes. Now, we call taxes the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, okay? It's absolutely nothing silent about taxes. Taxes are like loud, blatant, and in your face. Now, taxes takes up the first 1/3 of your income. Now, for inflation, we didn't even say, notice we didn't say how much of your income inflation took away because you can't even measure it because you don't even know because it just sneaks up on you so slowly to the point where you're like, oh my gosh, this bag of chips used to be 20 cents. Now it's 45, 50 cents, right? Or now it's $1. It used to be 89 cents. Now this same bag of chips is much smaller, and now it's $1.29, okay? So that's inflation. Now, taxes are very loud, blatant, and in your face. There's nothing silent about taxes. We call this the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, okay? Taxes there, you know, we got all types of sales tax. We have water tax here in Chicago. We have a bag tax. They just got rid of the sugary beverage tax. We have the sales tax, of course, the income tax. We have all these different jurisdictions taxes. You can see a lot of them if you look at the back of your cell phone bill. And a lot of you guys can probably relate to this. You want to look at your cell phone bill. Now, you probably signed up for the plan that was like $49.95 or, you know, $100 even. And then you get your bill and it's $139 and you're like, hold on, I got the $100 plan even. And you look at it, and what does it say? County tax, state tax, local tax, you know, all these different taxes, and you're like, oh, okay, thanks, taxes, right? So what happens is income tax is the only tax that you can actually control. You cannot control sales tax. You cannot control property tax, you know, not the way that you would want to anyway, right? So you can't really control that. Income tax is the only tax that you can control. Okay, so C, 4C is debt. Now, taxes causes debt, okay? Taxes causes debt. And if you're taking notes, then please write that down. Taxes causes debt, and debt takes up the second 1/3 of your income. So why do taxes cause debt? Because when you buy something, right, they're going to ask you, how much do you make? What happens is a lot of times people overestimate how much they make and they underestimate their expenses, okay? But that's a sidebar actually. So you go somewhere, they ask you, how much do you make? Because we're trying to see if we can finance you for whatever it is that you want. So can we finance you? You say, I make $50,000 a year. They actually ask you your gross, right? They ask you how much is your gross before taxes. Specifically, they say that. But then, let me ask you something. Why don't they consider taxes? Now, we already discussed that taxes is taking 1/3 of your income. So they're asking you, how much do you make before taxes? Why? Because you never see that money. So now you have this lifestyle that's financed off of $50,000 or $60,000 or $80,000 or $100,000, whatever your income is, it's financed off of that. So your mortgage is based on that. Your car note is based on that. All your credit cards are based on that. Every single thing that you fill out, that you put on credit, is based off of you bringing home your gross income, right? But you don't even see it. So what does that mean? If your gross income is like $50,000, that means that you're bringing home 32. So now you have this lifestyle and taxes is eating up the first 1/3 of your money. So now what happens is you have a $50,000 lifestyle, but you got $32,000 in the bank. So what do? You have to turn around and take out debt. So now you need more credit cards, right? Because now you have to cover the difference. Okay, so that's why we say that taxes causes debt. And please make sure that you guys are sharing this broadcast. This is some good stuff. You know, I don't know if y'all realize that, but this is some really good stuff. And the game is free, okay? Right? So now we're going to go into 4D. So if you're watching, put a 4 and a D in the comments. Put a 4D in the comments and give us a share. Now, the last challenge that we face is big business, okay? Big business. Now, big business takes up the final 1/3 of our income. And big business is basically our habits. If you look at the calendar, I don't even have to run through the calendar in detail, but think about the calendar right now and think about how every single month is some type of holiday that is designed to take your money. Like right now it's May, right? We got Father's Day. June, we got Mother's Day. 4th of July. August is back to school. September is Labor Day. October is Halloween. November is Thanksgiving, where you can't even sit down and enjoy your meal because you got to hurry up and eat and go out and shop for Black Friday, right? All leading up to the big holiday, which is Christmas, okay? Then we got January. We have to, of course, go out and celebrate bringing in the new year. Hello, right? Then we got February. You got to celebrate Valentine's Day. March, spring break. And then, of course, then we got Easter in April. People don't go to church all year, okay? People don't go to church all year, but I bet you they got their Easter outfit. I bet you they go on Easter, so you have to think about the habits, your monthly habits, where it's a holiday every single month designed for you to spend your money. And it's not your fault, but now that you know this information, it is your responsibility to make a difference and change it. Okay, so now we are on our 3 solutions because I know that everything is just like sounding so gloom and doom, and we are almost out of here. I'm actually run through these solutions very, very quickly. If you're just joining us, welcome to yet another edition of Good Evening Millionaire. Welcome to the replay if you're on the replay. Right, so now we're going to go ahead and go through our solutions. So give us a 3 and solutions, right? So within the very first 3 days, we focus on cash flow management, okay? Cash flow management. So what does that mean? We help people see how they can adjust their regular W-2 paychecks and get more money into their pockets so they can get out of debt. Okay, it's not for you to go on a shopping spree. It's for you to get out of debt and really put the money to use. Because W-2s, if you think about it, you want to say like, W-2s are taxed anywhere from 28 to 33%, okay? 28 to 33%. So W-2s is like I work, then I'm taxed, and then I get paid. Okay, I work, then I'm taxed, then I get to spend, then I get to spend, okay? So what we want to do in this very first 3 days, within 3 days, we help you minimize your taxes, minimize your debt, and ultimately minimize your expenses, okay? Within the very first 3 days. Hold on, I don't know what's wrong with my thing over here. Technology, we can't live with it. We cannot live without it, okay? Expenses, right? So again, this worksheet is right here. It's on wearemillionaireminded.com. You guys can download this. You can fill it in, and then you can use it for your reference. So this is in the very first 3 days. You help you guys with cash flow management. And make sure you guys check out I'mATheCPA.com, where I do have a video series, a very short video series, a very short detailed video series on increasing your cash flow, right? It's all about cash flow management. Okay, now, within 6 weeks, we help you guys with business income. So I'm going to just put B-I-Z, okay? Business income within the first 6 weeks. So now businesses are taxed at a slightly lower rate. Okay, so business owners are taxed anywhere from 18 to 23%. Now this is actually the net effect of when you get to spend your money. So if you think about it, with the W-2, they take your taxes out. You don't even have a choice. With the business, you get your money up front, and then guess what? You pay your taxes later, okay? So that's really, really cool. So with the business, you want to say like, I work, my business works. My business works. Hold on, my business works. Okay, you can't see it. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. So my business works, my business spends, and then my business gets taxed, right? So taxes come last is the whole point. Right? The whole point is that the taxes come last because you don't want to be in a, hold on, I'm sorry, millionaires, because you don't want to have to pay your taxes up front and then you get to spend what's left, right? So for a very small investment of a minimum of $50, you can get started, you can have your own business, and you can learn how to write off your entire lifestyle. Now, of course, we have packages that go from $50 all the way up to $4.99, right? Depending on what you are into. But the point is that you get to start your very own business, and then you get to write off your lifestyle. You get to incorporate your daily lifestyle into tax write-offs. And if you look at any of my previous videos and stuff like that, you guys can kind of see that that's like my specialty, right? I'm the CPA, okay? So make sure that if you are interested in becoming, making some extra money and more, and also, right, making extra money as well as decreasing your taxes, decreasing your debt, decreasing your expenses, then you definitely want to reach out. Okay, so you can earn anywhere from a minimum of like $100 all the way up to like $500 per sale. Okay, so you want to think about that. Now, last and definitely not least, within 9 months, okay, within 9 months of you guys following this system, when the softwares and the strategies that we have, you can start working on investment income. Now, investment income is the best income to have because guess what, millionaires, investment income is taxed at less than 15%. Okay, it's taxed less than 15%. You always want to have where your money is you, because money doesn't need to sleep, money doesn't get tired, money doesn't get its feelings hurt and all that good stuff, right? So you want to have where your money is working for you. So this 369 financial transformation that we are offering, you can get this within 9 months and become a an investor, okay? And so investments, right? You have the access to like capital gains. Then you start getting your dividends, okay? And ultimately, millionaires, you have to think about that the number one investment that you can make. People always ask me, especially being a CPA, people are like, what type of things should they invest in? What should they do? They have this money saved up and et cetera, stuff like that. But millionaires, the number one investment that you can make is in yourself. And why is that? Because, you know, it's you. You have to think about how much you can invest in yourself and how when you start your own business, how much you can put into it and how nobody is going to work it like you, and you can really use this money and really use your own time as leverage, right? And so you think about anything that you learn in school and stuff like that, nobody can take it away from you. And it'll be the same thing with your business. So that's the number one investment that you can have is in yourself, millionaires. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, but definitely reach out to me. You guys have any questions, comments, concerns, stuff like that. You can download the worksheet from wearemillionaireminded.com. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Make sure that you guys join me tomorrow morning for Good Morning Millionaire. And I will see you guys later. I am Amma the CPA. You guys have an amazing, amazing day. Good evening, millionaires. Oh, reach out to myself or one of my amazing business partners if you have any questions with anything that I just went through. Okay? Talk to you soon.